Howdy. So I'm here in Lockport. I found this fun little park that doesn't have really much to it, but there's a boat dock over here. I'm going to launch my kayak, and along this stretch of the canal there's a bunch of geocaches that are only accessible from the canal. So I'm going to try to hit some of them, and I've got my fishing pole, so maybe I'll try to catch a fish or something. I don't know. Here we go. This is the boat launch. It's kind of small. I don't think it gets used overly often. Just a little tiny access, and then a little teeny tiny dock right here. Big old hole in the wood. Not really much to go off. The locks are right there. This works. Come on. Yeah. Here we go. I found the first cache. It's right there. I've been moving this section back and forth trying to find it, and I finally looked on the geocaching app and it said to look for zip tied to tree branches, because I was looking right on these rocks and like shoved into the little crevices, and it ain't there. There's some ducks. Quack. Alright, so it looks like the next one is quite a ways away. I think I might do a little bit of fishing before I get to it. So I'm doing a series of geocaches today, and they're by geocache app user Borst68. It's called the Erie Canal Wilderness Cruise, number 1 through I think it's 13 or 14. They're only accessible via water along the canal. I figured that was a good excuse to get the kayak out. I wanted to do them all summer, but now that it's kind of cooled off and the canal is going to be dropping in a couple weeks, I figure now more than ever. Alright, it says we're 11 feet away, and I went past it. Right, back up and see if we can find it. Oh, I found it. Here it is. Geocache number 2. Fixing to go to number 3 now. Everything is right along these banks, which that's kind of nice. Alright, so we're heading down to number 3. GPS says it's 506 feet away. Gotta head that way. Paddling along, not really even paying attention, and I just come across number 3. It's a chrome one, chrome buffalo tube, and the light was hitting it just right, and it was reflecting right into my eye. And I knew these sticks weren't supposed to be too shiny. So number 3 is in the books, nice and easy. And then on geocache number 4, just went under the bypass. Got about 250 feet left. Let's see if I can find it as quick as I found that last one. $30 feet. I think I see where it'll be. $4 feet. 9 feet. And something got weird. Let's get over to the side and see. So the last two, or the last three, have been all 1 or 2 rating difficulties, and this one's a 3, and it's somewhere in like this section of wall that I'm right next to, and it must be, it's supposed to be one of those buffalo tubes, which is essentially a pill container that people just put a log for geocaching in, and it must be beige or something for it to be so difficult. It's also difficult because every time I get close to the bank, my GPS starts bouncing around and it can't really pinpoint an exact location. So I guess I'll have to just keep looking. Oh. So I found it. There it is. Right there. Awesome. It's 4 down, moving on to number 5. I think I'm just gonna do the initial 6 that I had planned on doing, and then we're gonna see where I am from there. It's currently 4:24, and the sun's gonna set at about 6:30. So depending on how long it takes me to get down to those next 2, I might just drift back and do some fishing. Here I am with number 6. I skipped number 5 because I spent 10 minutes looking for it and I couldn't find it, so came and found number 6. There's also a little waterfall right ahead of me, and it stinks like sewage. And if I know Lockport, that's probably exactly what it is. I'll paddle up by it and then I'll start heading back. Well, didn't turn out quite as planned. We couldn't find number 5 of the 6 that I had on my radar, and then caught no fish, either in my kayak or just walking along the bank with my pole. So I'll come back someday on the weekend and do the whole thing, and maybe catch some fish as well. But I think they're going to drain the canal in the next couple weeks, so it'll have to be next summer.